We're only recording. And we are recording now. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 1:27
in the morning.
On some date.
Some year, November 11th? 11th. Yes, November 11th into the 12th.
No, it's 12th now.
Officially.
We're into the 12th.
Allegedly.
And we are into Fun with Bob and Lynn. And we're back.
Hey, nice.
So if I had
if
both of us were like sharing headphones, we could have music playing and hold on, let's see what we've got here. What we could be doing.
The breathe meditation.
Well, yes, but we also have our theme song.
Oh yeah.
Hold on one second. Here we go.
Yeah.
Well, we have to let it process for a second.
Processing, and
Yeah, okay, you've heard it. Here we go. Unfortunately, you can't hear us and the music at the same time.
Technology,
If we had headphones on, you could hear the music and...
Why don't we have headphones on?
Because if I had headphones on, you couldn't...
Oh. So
the microphone would be hanging from my...
We get to bring to you the newest technology that we test ourselves and tell you how it works. Then you can choose for you what you'd like to do. In the meantime, it lets us get to you in clearer, better, faster, easier ways. Bada boom. Go, Bob.
So tonight we were watching Dancing with the Stars, All-Stars finale.
Not finale, but...
Oh, it wasn't finale. It was
There's still 6 couples left or something.
So clearly that's not what we're going to talk about right now.
Well, no, but I mean, it's amazing. It's All-Stars, so they're all great. Except Kirstie Alley.
Oh, that's not very nice.
I'm sorry. Love her. Funny, entertaining. Not at the level of dance. And I love you, Kirstie. Honest.
Yeah. So, I'm sure she's going to be calling you tomorrow or sending you an email.
Please keep your cards and letters to yourselves, folks. Unless you want to tell us how great we are. But go ahead. Oh, and suddenly Bob is silent.
Well, yeah, I know. I really thought we were going to turn this on and I would have a million things to say, but now I've turned it on. I'm thinking,
why was today such a great day? That's what we turned it on for.
No,
today
that's
was
not
such a
why.
great day.
No, that's not why we turned it on.
Yeah, it is. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tip this off and then you go.
All right, great.
So today, just tell you a little outlay. We went to Agape, which is a service in L.A. led by Michael Beckwith, who was in the movie The Secret.
Reverend Michael Beckwith.
Well, it no longer goes by Reverend.
He doesn't?
No, it's just Michael Beckwith now.
So if I just went up and called him Mikey, that'd be okay?
Michael Beckwith. Michael.
So if I had said, hey, Michael, how you doing? That's what he wants.
Totally fine. He'd be fine if he said Reverend Michael, too, but, for branding purposes, he's no longer Reverend Michael Beckwith because... he's out there as a leader in the world of, personal growth and mindset and spirituality. And even though spirituality is tied into Reverend, it just, I don't know, keeps it cleaner for people, I guess. I don't know. But that's not even our point. The point is we went to Agape, and Agape as a church is a spiritual center, if you will, of 1,500 people per service, of which they have 3 a day. We went to the 3rd service. And we went late, but
because of Len,
various circumstances, which is fine. And I know Agape. It's like you can get there 45 minutes late, and Michael or Reverend Michael will still not get to where his talking part is because there's so much stuff up front, So I was not in any urgent hurry, and so anyway, we start getting there. We have parked the car. We're walking towards where Agape is, and there, standing alone at the corner as we're walking,
is someone who looks like
Kyle Cease, ladies and gentlemen.
And Lynn says, he looks like Kyle. And I'm thinking, yeah, he does look like Kyle because he's got that beard and the posture.
Yeah.
But he's wearing like a
suit
jacket. And we're like, well, but that's incongruent.
He doesn't wear that stuff.
But then as we walked closer, it was like obvious. That's Kyle. And so Kyle Cease, because I don't think we've really talked about it.
Kyle Cease sees us.
Nice. We're friends with Kyle, and I don't think we've talked about that too much on the show. Maybe once, I'm not sure.
Because we're going to bring him on as a guest, everybody.
Yeah, and anyway, the point is, we go. Is there a point? Actually, I'm saying the point is.
The
I'm
point
not sure.
is, it was
I'm not sure there is a
synchronistic.
point.
You know, when the whole thing they even talked about at Agape today was about letting it go, being in what they call the come what may aspect of allowing life. And you never know what's coming your way. Expect the unexpected and just trust the process, basically. And that's how we led this morning, even though it could be like, oh my gosh, we're going much later than we would have normally done. But we weren't stressing about it. We just did it. And look what opened up, because it was like as if the clouds parted and heavens parted. And it was just Kyle Cease and us. Literally, that's all it was on the
Well,
corner
I think that's
there.
a little grandiose. I mean,
Okay, whatever. I'm being
the
grandiose.
heavens parted and Kyle
How-
Cease was there.
But how it felt, because we're crossing the street, no one else is around, and there's this one soul on the corner to where we're walking towards, waiting to also be able to cross, and it's Kyle. So it's the three of us together, whether we ever knew each other or not, and we did. We're like, oh my God. Got caught up, ended up all sitting together.
That's exactly what I said. I went, oh my God, oh my God. My voice went up that high, although I can't do it now, but this afternoon, that's exactly what I did.
So, just FYI, I will not be speaking anymore in the radio show. We'll turn it over to you, Bob.
But what? I can't say,
Make fun of me.
right. I have to be able to make fun of you as you would do me. You said do me.
You read my thoughts. He said, do me. Are we allowed to say that?
I don't know.
I can't say
I have
that.
no idea.
I was thinking that. I'm like, oh my God, he just said do me. Does he know that he just said do me? And then he went, I just said do me. Do me, do me, do.
Exchanging glances. Do me, do me, do. Whatever. Romances. Okay.
And watching dances.
And
anyway,
we're back.
No, because okay, so back to where we were. We're now sitting with Kyle in Agape, which we love and Kyle loves, and we looked I didn't know that you had two, Bob, but I looked 2 aisles in front of us.
Well, I looked, but I didn't know what I was looking at. I just,
A little to the right, 2 aisles in front of us, is this gal that looks so familiar.
Gal.
I know. He says, I
Definitely.
never used that word until
Right.
you
Gal,
came
I've
along.
never used that term, but Lynn uses the word gal.
And now you use
This
it.
gal.
So
and
blame it on me, but you use it now too.
Okay, fine.
So I see this chick 2 aisles in front of us to the right, and I'm like, how do I know this girl? How do I know this lady, this
Gal.
woman thing? And her hair's all done, put up in a bun messily, but I'm going, God, I know her. How do I know her? I know it's from a show. I just know it. And then it goes, bing! That is Peta from Dancing with the Stars, the gal who is the professional dancing partner with Gilles. And it was like unmistakable. And I didn't say anything.
Unmistakable.
That's
what you are.
Anyhow, so we'll jump ahead to what happened later tonight, but then we'll come back to cover other aspects of the wonderful
Because it's really important to your life.
synchronicity. It is to ours anyway, but the synchronicities of the day. But so now later in the evening,
The SODs.
okay, like he said. So we're watching Dancing with the Stars. Dancing with the Stars. And I mentioned to him, I said, by the way, one of the gals, dancers from that show, was sitting in front of us. And I pointed out, that's the girl that was singing. He said, I know, I saw her. I went, you did? So he hadn't said anything, but you also saw.
Yes.
Talk more about that.
There's nothing more to say. I didn't know that she was anybody. But you know how some people just have a certain quality about them. They walk in a room and they have like a certain...
Je ne sais quoi.
Yes, a je ne sais quoi. And you just know, well, they're either famous or at least they have a big confidence about them, or they're they're radiating something. I mean, I see that all the time, and she was just one of those people where you just go, okay, so she's somebody somewhere. I don't know what it is, but she's not just like the average person who just walked into Agape. She's somebody somewhere cares about what she's doing.
Some chick with her hair up in a bun walks into a bar.
And
No.
she said, you'd think one of them would have done.
But no, yeah, you're right. She did have that about her, even though she was just kind
And
of.
lots of people at Agape do. And I bet you there are. I mean, there's.
Oh, yeah.
I look around. You can see the people who have the energy that is like, I am somebody, and then you have
Yep.
the energy of people who are, I want to be somebody, and then you have the people who are just, I'm fine with who I am.
And there's people who are woo-woo, and people who are business, and people who are uptight. I mean, there's everything. But that's not what we're talking about. So, so PETA.
Say that again. No.
So PETA, where is her name? PETA is her name.
PETAPETAPETAN. PETA is her name. Oh, bum ba dum bum bum bum. And we're back.
Hey,
Best show ever.
So I'm saying, this is the gal we saw. And he went, oh, got it, okay. So anyway, that's jumping ahead. But after Agape, we ran into some other friends. It became this collective to go to lunch.
At Cafe Gratitude.
Cafe Gratitude. And we're thinking, oh, Lord, we have a client at 4 o'clock. We can't stay too late. We're starting to run out of time. But we're so glad we went. We had a great time. Amazing food. If you know Cafe Gratitude, incredible atmosphere and spirit. And people that we didn't know that were there, that as we were there connecting with, it just opened up a lot of doors for some of the paths that we're on that we weren't even seeking out. We just went to go enjoy connecting with Kyle and a couple of other friends. But then these people that we didn't know were there, and it's just opened up other pathways as Bob yawns right now.
Well, it is. Look, it is 1:39 in the morning as we record this. This
Correct.
is not a live broadcast, so yeah, I'm tired because I got up at 6:45 this morning for no reason.
I know.
Well, I had a reason, but it just
I
didn't
know.
come through. So it's been a long day, and it's been actually, truly, it's been one of the greatest days.
And why is that, Bob? Talk about that.
Well, I can't talk totally about
You
it.
can talk somewhat about it.
From the time I woke up till now, it has just been one beautiful experience after the other. And extraordinary circumstances and people, relaxed. It's just been relaxed. I think that's probably the most extraordinary thing about it, is that there was no point in the day where I felt stressed, rushed, or like I had to do something. Whoa.
Even though there's been plenty on our plate to do and need to do and quote-unquote have to do, it was a flow. It was an enjoying of all sorts of aspects of life.
Yep.
And it was really a beautiful day.
And we ate great at Cafe Gratitude. And then we came home and I cooked, I grilled asparagus and turkey burgers, which were great.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just been...
And then we freaking watched Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah, which is a 2-hour show, which took us 3.5 hours to watch.
So good. But I think the main point is today we lived like the very thing that Reverend Michael or Michael talked about, which is just being in the moment and going with the flow and letting the moment lead you with trust. And it was just this beautiful experience that turned out better than we could have ever planned or thought anyway. And it was such a great example of just living from that place, what showed up, how we all felt, and it was great. I know this is not necessarily a funny moment as we share that, but that is how today was.
And last night I did string Lynn's guitar.
Yeah, my guitar from my dad from the 60s. My dad died when I was 11. I won't tell you how long ago that was.
I will.
Was
But
it
you'll have to opt in.
It was in the 70s when he died. But the guitar itself was from the 60s. It was my dad's guitar that he'd had for a
It's
while.
a Gibson.
Yeah. And I guess it was in sore need of the strings being changed. So it was beautiful
Definitely.
to hear you change the strings and then hear my dad's guitar being played. And so beautiful. I was just like, oh, wow. I want to learn guitar. But that was a beautiful moment, too.
That's very nice.
And we worked with that client at 4, and we just so believe in her vision and what we're learning from her.
Yeah, from 4 something till 6.
6:30.
It was a really long call.
Really long, but even though it was long, it was awesome for what's being set in motion. It was much longer than it was supposed to be, but you know what? It was fine because we were going with the flow. And we're excited at what is opening up.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully we haven't completely bored you to tears by now.
Well, if we have, then get a Kleenex, wipe those tears off,
Yes. Yes.
and listen to this hilarious joke from Lynn. Take it, Lynn.
How about wonderful inspiration? Because what I'm getting is you can get stressed, your life can be at a pace, you can sometimes lose parts of yourself within the race to just survive or keep going or make things happen. But when you can just make everything stand still and time stop for a moment and just breathe in the moment, breathe in those around you, allow the moment to lead you. It is so beautiful what opens up. So I would say to just stop, take a few breaths, really breathe into what you're grateful for around you because there's so much that we don't even see sometimes, and just take that moment to appreciate it and love it. And move on. And then tell a joke. And what would that joke be, Bob?
What is black, white, and red and can't get through a revolving door?
Oh, wow. No clue. What?
A nun with a spear through her head.
Okay, that would be the opposite of inspiration. That would be
come on.
the exact example of how sick you are.
No, I'm just that. I heard that joke in college, and that was just like one of the funniest things ever.
Lord,
I know it's not. If there was really a nun with a spear through her head, I would not want to see that.
Okay, let's do this.
Certainly,
let's do
I wouldn't
Kyle
want to.
Cease's
I
joke.
wouldn't want to see her get through a revolving door.
Yeah, no kidding. Here's
Because
Kyle.
seriously, if a nun is walking down the street,
Are you
and
going to put a spear in her head?
and someone throws not me, but someone throws a spear through her head, is like her first action going to be quick? I need a revolving door. I got to get what if the hospital that she needed to go to there was a revolving door?
But she's disoriented. She knows she just has to get in. She goes, get me to a freaking bar because I need a drink because my head hurts. And she goes to the first
disoriented.
She goes to the first door she sees. And that's how that happened.
And it's a revolving door. Okay, all right.
Okay, but here's the Kyle Cease joke, since it involves a bar. So, Bill Cosby.
Oh, really? Okay.
Bill Cosby.
Mm-hmm.
Mitt Romney.
And
Robert De Niro. Walk into a bar. Or a restaurant. And
Mm-hmm. See, it's a finesse.
what does the...
No, see.
Then you lead it.
No, I can't do it because you didn't set it up right.
I know.
And that's the whole thing
Okay,
about that
here's
joke.
the cool
It's
thing
very
is
there's a finesse
Bill
to that
Cosby,
particular joke.
Mitt Romney, and Robert De Niro are together, and they're going to go to dinner.
No,
and
no,
they go
no,
and-
no. You have to set it up like
Okay,
it's an
then you
impression.
said it, then you
it's,
do
it's,
it.
It has to do with it's an impression. He set it up because he's done a bunch of bad impressions.
Okay.
And he goes, "Here's an impression."
Okay.
He goes, "Here's an impression of
Bill
Bill Cosby, Mitt Romney,
and Robert De
Niro walking into in a bar, and then he turns around, does the whole "I'm going to fix my hair" thing, and turns around and says,
3 for dinner?
3 for dinner. And because it's not an impression of any of those people, it is the person welcoming them into the restaurant. That's why you have to be
had to be there.
Yeah, no, you well, yes, but
That would be the sound of exasperation, ladies and gentlemen.
there is a little bit humor exasperation, yes.
Yes. 3 for dinner?
It's How to Kill a Joke.
By Lynn Rose. Thank you. I specialize in that. And that's why you keep listening.
Do you, in fact, keep listening?
I hope. Have our 2,000 listeners that we first kicked
no,
off the
we,
first
no,
show
we
with
decided to record,
dwindled down to 3?
We decided to record this one in advance. We still have 9 minutes, 44 seconds in the half hour.
Well, we can say goodbye for now. Make it short.
Well, okay,
Love you all. Mean it. But it's late.
Okay, yes, it's late o'clock. It is 10 till 12.
It's 5 o'clock
it's
somewhere.
12 till 2. Okay. All right, everyone. Thank you for...
We'll play the music out once we're done saying
Oh, yeah,
our
well,
goodbyes.
okay, fine. Play the music out and I'll fade it, and it'll be awesome.
But we love you. Tune in again. We're going to share whatever's going on. And we'll do impressions and stuff. And we're going to have, like, Kyle Cease on as a guest.
And we're going to have Ian Clarkson from the Jive Aces on.
Oh, that's right. We're going to have him.
I mean, that's major. He committed.
That's so cool. We're going to have all sorts of fun stuff. And just fun, interesting life stories. Far more interesting than right now. But, come on, give us a break. It's
Man, if I had my headset...
It's 1:45 in the morning.
1:45. There's no one in the place except me and you. So set 'em up, Joe.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Gotta something I want you to know. All right, whatever. No, that won't work. I have to turn this off.
Oh, go.
And sing. Checking in just to say we're still here. And we're still here.